Hi friends, my name is Ankur and welcome back to TechSupper channel. Guys, in this video we are going to look at the decision models in PCS. What is decision model? What are the benefits? How we can create a decision model and how we can use decision model in process cloud service. So before we proceed, I will ask you to subscribe my channel if you have not subscribed yet. If you subscribe my channel, you will get latest video time to time in your notification list once I publish the new video. Okay, so let's get started and see the decision models in process cloud service. What is decision models? The decision models help us to solve complex operational and strategic decisions. The decision models make business processes less complex, easier to manage, and more robust in the face of change. Decision models isolate the business decisions with business processes. Our decision is a container for logical notation, such as decision tables, expression, if then rules, and so on. So decision models help us to isolate our complex business decisions, which we usually take in our processes with the business processes. So whenever we create our business processes or lot of time at lot of point of time we need to take a lot of decisions. If we embed the decision in the business processes directly, that will make our business process so complex. And if we wanted to use the same type of decision in some other process, we have to write the this decision again. So the decision models, if we create a decision model, then this can be reused in multiple business processes. Hence we don't need to create the decision again and again if we directly embed our decision into the business processes. So decision modeling and notation DMN defines friendly enough expression language to provide standard executable semantics to all expression used within a decision model. Decision model contains two type of decision. One is main decision and the second is supporting decision. The main decision actually is our main decision. The output of the main decision provides the result of the decision model, and the supporting decision provide input to the main decision, which means we can have single main decision and we can have multiple support decision which is actually feeding the input to the main decision to actually get the decision or the logic. So there are a lot of decision type which we can use in order to build a complex decision model. One is empty logic. It is just a placeholder for our actual logic. The second is the decision table. It is just choice to model complex logic and we are going to use in our lab today. The third is the expression. This evaluates to a single value. Again, we will try to use the same expression decision type. If then else evaluates a test statement. It is just like if else statement which we use in our programs like Java or the .NET or the PHP. Then the function defines specific operations that are not available through built-in functions. Context collection of one or more key value pairs with an optional result field. Relation represent multiple contexts. List vertical list of elements where each element is an independent logic notation. And the last is the loop, iterate over list or arrays. So these are the decision types which we can use in order to build a simple or complex decision rules. So we can use one or more decision type in a single decision rule. So when we go ahead, when we create a decision rule, there's a workflow to create a decision model. So there are steps. So here you see in this picture, there are five steps which you can use in order to create a decision model. The first step is the add decision. First, we have to add a decision, which means we have to choose the decision types like the function, if, then, else, and other things. The second is define input. Once we add the decision, we can define the inputs. This is the second step. The third step is we have to define the decision logic in a decision. Once our decision logic is ready, we are ready to test our decision, to test that the decision which we build is sending the expected result or not. Once our decision is ready and we are sure, yes, our decision is okay to go, then we can create a service of the decision rule. We can create a service and we can use this service in a processes in order to use that decision. Now, so what we are going to do in this particular video, we are going to create 3 supporting decision rules first. The first decision rule is based on the expression, and in this expression rule, we are going to get the total score of 5 subjects. The second expression business type, which will be used to get the percentage on the total score, which we are getting in the first step. Then we will calculate the division based on the percentage which we have received in the second step. So these are the 3 decision type. There are 3 supporting decision rules which we are going to create based on different decision types. Then finally we will create a main decision rule which will generate the exam result grade based on the division. So there are 4 decision rules which we are going to create, which one will be treated as a main decision and 3 will be treated as a supporting decision. So once the decision rules will be created, here you see at the top, this is my main decision rule, and below are the supporting. So whatever decision rules we have on the top, it will be treated as a main decision automatically, and below rules will be the supporting decisions. Now, once our decision is ready, we will create a business process to pass the 5 subject marks and will call the decision rule in order to calculate the grade. So this is the process which we are going to create. So basically in this lab, we are going to calculate the grade based on the 5 subjects mark. So let's see how we can build our decision model and how we can use this decision model in a business process. So let's get started and just log in into the Process Cloud service. So here I just logged in into the OIC console and just click on the processes tab. And from this processes, just click on a decision models. So this decision models tab navigation will allow you to create that decision model. So here we are on the decision models page where it will list all the decision models which we have created so far. As of now, there is no decision, hence this page is blank. Now in order to create a new decision model, just click on a create button. Once you click on a create button, there are multiple options will come, like start with a sample, import a decision model if you have any in your system, or create a decision model. So we'll just use the third option, create a decision model, and click on create button. And here I will say exam grade decision model, and in the space you can select any space which you have, or you can create a new space by just clicking on a new space and then just click on a create button. Once you click on a create button, you will be landed on the decision models page. Once you landed on this particular page, it will show the navigation like add decision. By just clicking on this plus button, you can add decision. Just click on a next to see other things. This navigation will allow you to define input as a second step. Click on a next. Once your decision model is ready, you can go ahead and create a service using this panel and just click on a done button. Now here you can see all the 5 steps, which we have seen in my PPT. Like the first is the add decision. Once decision is ready, we can define input. Then we can define our decision logic. We can test our decision, and then we can create a service. So let's get started and just use the first step as decision. So in order to add a decision, just click on a plus button. Once you click on a plus button, here the list will come up. This is the decision type. So first I will use this decision table, and here I will say the final result, and then click on a create button. So all the fields you can keep blank because these are optional. Then click on a create button. Now I'm going to create another decision model. Decision, the second will be the if then else, and I will say here is the result, and then click on a create button. I have added 2 decisions, and now I will going to create 2 more based on the expression decision type, and I will say the percentage, calculate percentage, and then click on a create button again. I'm going to create one more. It is based on expression, and here it will be my total score. and then click on a create button. So the first step has been completed. I have added 4 decision. One is the final result name, the second name is the result, third the calculate percentage, and the fourth is total score. Now the first will be treated as a main because it is on the top, and below them will be treated as the supporting decision. Now if you wanted to make result as a main, you can drag and drop over here. But no, I want my final result as a main model, so I will drag it on the top. Now our first step has been completed. Now we are going to define the inputs by clicking on this panel. Now here you can define the complex input type and the simple input type. So I want a 5 subject marks. So just click on the plus button, and here I will say subjects. And here I will say the mode will be my complex. Now I need to define the attributes, and here I will add 5 subjects by just clicking on this plus button, and I will say English, and this will be treated as a number. It is because I'm going to enter a number over there, and then click cross, and then again you can add more GK. You can see this is a number, then close. Same way I can add another one like social study, and then again it will be treated as a number, and close, and then I will add fourth one as a Hindi, then it will be treated as a number, and then close, and then finally I will add a maths. Now this will be as a number. Ready. Now we have added 5 subject: English, GK, social study, Hindi, and maths, and it comes under the subject. Just close this. Now here I'm going to create a simple. Just click on a plus button, and here I'll say subject, and it will be based on my complex type. Other type you can select this on the subject. Now just close. Now I have defined the input as well. So now second step has been completed. Just collapse this. Now I'm going to add a business logic. First I will get the total score based on the 5 subjects. Just expand this, and here you notice the green red symbol, which means there's some error. So we have not defined anything over here. So now I will add the marks of 5 subjects. So you can use subject dot here. If you go down, okay, it is not coming. You can say English plus subject. Here you can say subject dot pk plus subject dot Hindi. So these are the variables which we have created. So subject dot social study plus subject dot, and another one is, you can say, maths. Okay, now this is ready. Now you can just collapse this. Okay, cannot add number, type number, all are of type number, English, GK, subject dot Hindi. Sorry, so you can just collapse this. Oh, actually the social spelling is has been entered mistakenly. It is SOCAL. Here you see SOCAL. I just corrected this. Now just collapse this. Now here you see the red icon go away, which means this has been configured successfully. Now we need to calculate the percentage. Just expand this, and here I will say it will be based on the total score, and I will say total score multiply by 100 and then divided by 500. It is because the subjects are 5 and we need to calculate the percentage based on the 5 subjects. Now this rule will give me the percentage of the 5 subjects. Now this should be completed, and here you see this has been gone away. Now we need to calculate the division based on this calculate percentage. So if it is if then rules, expand this, and here you can give a condition like calculate percentage. This is the variable here, calculate percentage, and here you can say if it is 33, then I will consider user as a fail. for a student as a fail. You can add another add else if. You can say, you can take this one. Here you can say if it is greater than equals to 33 and it is less than 45, then I will say the division will be third. Okay, now I will copy this rule, then I will add another add else if, and here I will say if is user having the percentage marks greater than 45 and less than 60, then I will say it will be second, else the result will be first. Okay, now let me just check my all the rules. If the calculate percentage 30 less than 33, then fail. If calculate percentage is greater than equals to 33 and calculate percentage less than 45, then third. Okay, third. If calculate percentage is greater than 45 and less than 60, then it will be second, as it will be first. Now just collapse this. Now here you see the red icon gone away. Now this has been ready. Now we need to add the logic into the final result. So here in this you will see the two columns, enter expression, and then second is final result. So now you need to enter the expression as a result. So you can take this as a result. Once you just enter R, the result will come up and it will take all the values automatically which we have defined into the result section. Okay, now we have to give the final result. Whatever the grades you need to enter, you have to define the grades by just clicking on this enter allowed values, and here I will say text, and under this I will say list of values, and here you can give all the grade which you want, separate by the different line, and I can say grade B, grade C, and then grade D. Now just click on a close button. Here you see all the grade is there under the final result. Now you need to say if the division is first, you need to assign the grade A. If the division is second, you need to assign the grade B. If division is third, you need to assign the grade C, and if it is failed, then you need to assign the grade D. Now just here you see under this particular columns there are rows. So here you say just click on this and all the possible values which we have under the result will be visible over here, and you can say first. Just click on a tab button so that you can go to the another column, and once you click on this all the available grades will be visible over here, and here you see grade A. That's it. Now you need to add another row. Just select this row, and here you see the select add row after. Here you can configure all these things second, and then here you can say grade B. Now again add another row, and here you see if the guy is having third position or third division, you wanted to assign a grade C. Okay, you can add another row, and oh sorry, it looks like the row has been deleted. So I will say this is third, and here I will say the grade C. Sorry, grade C. Now just add another row, add row after, and final will be fail, and then the grade will be D. Sorry. Now here you have just given the final result. If it is first, then grade A. If it is second, then grade B, as grade C, and then grade D. Now just collapse this. Now here you see your decision has been ready. So you have completed your 3 steps. Now you need to test your decision model. In order to test this, you just click on this plus in this play application icon. So now once you click on this, here you need to enter the 5 subject mark. Here you can say 33, 32, 33, 33, 33. Now just click on a start test in order to see if the result is there. Grade D, you see the result is fail. The calculate percentage is 32.8% and total score was 164. Now just try another test, another student marks. Just say here you say 60. Now again select start test, and here you can say the user will have the grade C. The result is third, calculate percent is 43, and total score was 215. Now again you say the user will have the 60 marks, 60, and here again I will say 60, 70. This time user should have the first division. It is because all the marks are greater than 60, expect this GK. Now just start test. Here you see the student will get the grade A and the result is first, calculate percent is 61.2 and total score is 306. Now your decision model is ready and it is tested successfully. Just close this panel. Now as a fifth step, you need to register this as a service. Just click on this in order to expand this, and click on this plus button in order to create a service. Sorry. Here you can say that is service name like my exam grade service, and then click on the OK button. Okay, now here you need to give the decision, output decision, and the final input data. Here you can say my output decision will be final result. You just select this final result, and then you can say the input data is my subject. Okay. Now you need to deploy your service. Now just take a snapshot by just clicking on this snapshot, and I will say the snapshot is my S1, and then click on a create button. Now the snapshot is ready. Now you will deploy your service by just clicking on this action icon and then activate. Now version will be 1.0 default, and then click on activate. Now your decision model has been deployed, which means your exam grade service has been deployed. Now this can be used into the process. Now just close this decision model and just try to create one process which will use this particular decision model. Now just click on this process application and then click on a create button. Now just create an application, and here you see decision model application, and then click on a create button. Let it be open. Now I will create a structured process as a start with the form, and here I will say decision model process and click on a create button. Now the process has been created with start as an end activity. Now I will associate a form which will allow me to enter the 5 subject mark, and I will say subjects, and here I will just click on the plus button in order to create a new form, marks form, and then click on a open immediately and click on a create button. A form should open, which it will allow where we will drag 4 input 5 numbers over here. Number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and finally one input text. Okay, and here I will say first will be English. I will change the label as English only. Okay, I will change this as a GK, and this the change the label also. The third will be math, and this will be as a social study, and final will be your Hindi. Change the label. Okay, and here I will say I will show the grade. Now your form is ready, which will have the 5 numbers like English, GK, Maths, Social Study, and Hindi. And the last one is the input text, which will show the grade. Now just go back to your decision model process. And now under this system, I will have this decision. Just drop it over here and then just click on the open properties. And here I will select the decision model. Now here you see whatever service you has deployed as a decision model, it will be visible over here. Just select this and click on the use button. Okay, now just collapse this, and here you need to click on the open data association so that you can pass the marks of I subject from your web form. Now you can see English to English. You can say GK to GK. You can say Hindi to Hindi. You can say maths to maths. You can say social study to social study. Okay, we have mapped all the 5 subject mark as an input and go to the output. And here as the output, you see the interpretation, and then just click expand this. And here I need to select this grade and then interpretation. That's it. Now just go back, just apply. Now here I will drop this submit activity and will associate the same form. And here I will say the form will be my marks form and then click on the OK button. Now our process is ready. Now we need to save and then we need to publish this so that I can test it. Here I will say this. I will make a snapshot. I will say v1.0 and here I will say comment as a initial draft and then click publish. Now our process has been published successfully. Now we will test this. Now we will activate our application first in order to play. Now click on activate. Now the application has been activated successfully. Once the application will be activated, these two buttons play and try in test mode will be activated automatically. Now just play this by clicking on this play icon, play button. Now you will go into the player. Now just click on this decision model process and now just start your process. Now here the form will open where you need to enter the marks. Here I will say 45, 33, 60, then 70, and I will say 90. Now just submit this. Now once it will be submitted, it will go to the decision model. The decision model will be evaluated and finally it will go to the user task where we can see the grade. Just click on this. Now click on this and then launch form. Now here we should get a grade. Here you see we have received a grade B. So this is how you can create decision model and you can use the decision model into the processes. Now just close this. Now this will be ended. Okay, now this process has been completed successfully. Guys, I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please like, comment and share and subscribe my channel too so that you can get latest video in your notification list. You can see me over LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest. You can see my blog https://www.techsupper.com. Thank you for watching the video. Have a good day. Bye bye.